Hello, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you've joined me today. It's going to be a conditioning session. It's going to be about an hour's worth of work. The circuits are going to be 50 on, 10 off. So they're all really quite a long chunk of work to be able to do. So all I want you to do is to focus on your core, have good arm positions, good leg positions on them. Some will be standing, and then we'll get on the floor. So what you'll need is a mat, enough room to move about in, definitely a bottle of water. I'm going to be using weights today. I'm going to use a 4 kilogram weight and the 2.5 kilogram weights for the ones that are longer and further out from my body. If you've got all those, grab your weights, get ready to go. We've been working hard and you're ready to go with your warm up, and we've got a little march through for me. Just go through the feet. Okay, open out those arms. Lovely, good. Feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades. Core's already pulled in, so I've got that tension on my abs. Going to do a step touch here. Little step touch. Pulling out and back. Shoulders pulled back and down the whole time. Lovely. I'm just grabbing that air, putting it behind me. Lovely. Just drop through the feet, nice and soft. Over the top. Over the top. Give me that reach up. Now I'm going to sweep that across the front, but I keep my shoulder low and I get the turn in my hip and with that squeeze on the other glute. Okay, double, double. Lovely, good. Up. Then again, that arm is under control the whole time. Lovely, good. 2 more. 1 more. Leg curl, leg curl. Just feel that hamstring working for you. Getting that little kick up. Good. So again, as I say, quite long sessions today, 50 on, 10 off. And if you find that in any of those sessions that you're feeling that you're going to lose form, just take it a little bit easy and then join in again. Lovely, good. I'm going to bring the knee up to the front, so do a little turn. Good. So we're challenging ourselves, but we don't want to keep good form as well. Give me a squat. Squat. Up. Lovely, good. So on my squat, remember that sit and back. Now I'm going to do a squat, raise up to the side, squat. Other leg, raise up. Lovely, good. Now to the front. Knee up. Lovely, good. Now I'm going to extend that to longer leg, kicking out with the heel. Pushing up with that weight. Feel that heart rate coming up, out to the side. Up. The squat, but with it out to the front, with the heel, with the heel, yes. Long legs. 2 more, 1 more. Well done. Okay, lovely, good. Just coming up on your toes. Get those arms going out. Feel ribcage down and in. Then in the other way. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just give it a little shake off. Good work. Well done. Okay, my first circuit. I'm going to do a Y with my arms. So because they're going out quite a way, I'm going to pick my 2.5. So go with your lighter weight that you've got. And it's going to be out and back squeeze in. Lovely, good. So straight in and out of the waist. Bent arm into a straight arm. Core pulled in from the side. I've got my knees soft, out and back in. Good. Get me that lift each time. Lovely, good. Palms are up. And on the way back down, really feel that you can get that squeeze. Elbows into waist, but also you're pulling down with those shoulder blades. Lovely, good. Out and back in. Yes, again, out at the side, back in. Yeah, last few seconds now, we're down to single figures. You're doing great. I'm going to lift up my bigger weight after this one. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go all the way through with one arm. It's coming out with me to a stand out. Bottom goes back. On the way back, I get a lift above my head. So I'm out and down low. Come back up. Give me that lift. All the way through with that one arm, one leg. Next time round, you'll do the other side. Lovely, good. So, a lot of shoulder work here. Keep that pulled in, zip and hollow on the whole time. Lovely, good. Pushing off with that leg. Remember, back with that bottom. Don't let your lower back roll over. We keep it nice and flat as we go back out. And get me that lift. Good, lovely. Up. Again, really begin to feel that in the arm now. Again, I'm going to be challenged by going back into that Y. Good work, well done. Down. So I'm back with those lighter weights, the 2.5s. From here, out, back in. Lovely, good. So again, palms are up. I've picked that lighter weight, but it's that longer lever as well. So there's stability work to be done through the middle. Knees are just soft. Lovely, out and back. Yeah, so again, from the side. That's how it looks. Getting out in that Y. You are the middle of that Y. Good, out and back. That's it, really feeling it through the shoulders now. And good work, well done. Second set done. I've changed it over. Set other arm, other leg. Okay, stepping out. Step in, give me that lift. Good work, well done. Remember, you have 8 minutes per circuit, so those shoulders are really going to work for you. So working hard. If you feel you're losing form, just give yourself a few seconds rest and then join back in again. Good work. Drop it out and up. Really using those shoulders, get me that lift. Make sure you're using your legs as well. Three, two, one. Good work. We're now halfway through. I'm going to go back into that Y, the one I started with. Okay, elbows into your waist, out and back. Lovely, good. So what you will notice is, especially if you picked up a heavy weight on that last one, whichever arm you used last, you'll be able to feel there's more work going through that shoulder. Lovely, good. Out and back. Good. Get me that lift. Get that extension and then slowly drop it back in. Don't let it just fall back into the waist. Keep that control. That's guiding those elbows back down. Lovely, good. Get that little squeeze at the end. Out and back. Good work, well done. Back to my first arm. I've done the step out. This is the first arm that I used. I'm dropping out and down, coming back up. Give me that lift. And up. Lovely, good. Give me that lift. Nice and straight. I don't let my shoulder come up. It's a proper lift from the arm. Lovely, powered by my shoulder, but not lifting my shoulder up, so my shoulder doesn't come anywhere near my ear or anything. It stays low whilst I get that lift. Last time you'll be doing it on this side, guys, so good. Well done. Push up, give me that lift. Lovely, good. Down, up. Good work. Are we ready for our last set of Ys on this circuit? Okay. Out and back in. Slowly, slowly out, slowly back in. Good work, well done. Give me that squeeze back in. From the side, out and up. Lovely, good. You have got 20 more seconds left. Remember to get that control out and back in. I know, that arm that just did the lift, it's tired. Good work, well done. Okay, lovely. Out, coming in, give me that lift. And up. Lovely, good. This is your last 50 seconds. Up. Give me that lift. Good, keep each one a good one now. Good form throughout. Really important. We're coming down into single figures. Last bit of last round. You're doing great. 3, 2, 1. Good work. I finished that circuit. Lovely. I'm going to take just a little drink of water here, so if you need to, do with me as well. On my next one, I'm going to keep those 2.5s. They're going to be close to my body. They're going to stop me from leaning forward. So again, my shoulders are backing down, my core pull definitely in. I'm going to do directional lunge. So it's going to be a lunge back, a curtsy lunge, then into a squat. So it's going to be a lot about the legs, but also definitely on my squat where I'm leaning forward, got my hips going back, that I'm not letting those weights roll me over with it. Pick up your set of 2.5s. We're going into that curtsy lunge. So 1 curtsy lunge, 1 squat. Lovely, good. And I'm just holding those weights. Good, so a lot more of leg use in this circuit. Core each time as well. Lovely, good. So same leg throughout for that 50 seconds. On my lunge, my shoulders are over my hips. On my squat, my shoulders are forward of my hips, but I haven't rolled over. I've got that flat back. I've got my shoulders pulled back down and in. Those weights still helping me each time. Lovely, good. I've got them positioned. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. I'm going to go into a plie. So knees and feet 10 to 2. Give me a plie stance. I'm going to drop one over. I'm going to come back up and in. Out, touching the back of your calf. The other one goes straight up. Lovely, good. Keeping your plie all the time. Don't lose sight of that fact that you've got your knees over your hips, over your toes. Your hips stay steady. Lovely, good. And I'm getting that reach up. Lovely, good. So again, one arm working for me. I've got it on a long lever, so I've stayed with the 2.5, that lighter weight. Legs have to do a lot of work for me here. Good. Up, back into the middle. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. Picking up the other one. It's going to be the other leg lunging back into my squat. Okay, so curtsy lunge first. Other leg now working into your squat. Now really sink into both of these. Don't do quantities because you've got 50 seconds to get it right. Lovely, good. Good. Dropping down through the legs each time. Up, back, and then down into that squat. Lovely, good. Drop. And good work, well done. I'm in my plie, so remember, here, I drop into my plie, then I get that lift from one side and a squeeze on the other side. So again, I'm coming up, I get that squeeze. Lovely, good. Keep that zip and hollow on for me. Keep those legs in the same position each time. Turned out, so it's underneath, you've got your under glute there, working for you. And your fronts of thighs. Lovely, good. Again, not too fast, hold that length up there, and you're touching the back of your calf with that other hand, squeezing through my obliques to get it done. Lovely, good. Single figures now. Lovely, good. Halfway through this circuit, you're doing great. Second circuit, halfway through. I'm going back to my original leg, doing me the curtsy lunge, then into my squat. Lovely, good. Into your squat. Lovely, good. Drop it. Lovely, good. Keeping your hips to the front on that curtsy lunge. Stepping out and over with that back leg. Good. Feel like you sink into both of these. Get down to the bottom of that action there. Shoulders over your hips on that lunge. Forward of your hips on the squat. And well done. Good. And on the other side. I'm in my plie, and I've got that lift. Good, so again, keep on thinking that you can't see your toes when you look over your thighs. Down over your knee, so it is out. So then I'm getting that squeeze, lovely, good. And come up and get that lift, lovely, good. And give me that lift. Yeah. Up. Squeeze through that side of that waist. Single figures now. Lovely, well done. Are we ready for our last 2 minutes of this exercise? I'm back on my curtsy lunge into my squat. Lovely, good. So, second time on this leg. Good. Heading for my 7 minutes out of 8. Drop down. Feel strong in that upper back as well. If you've got those weights, don't let them take you down. Feel your shoulders and pull back down and in the whole time. Good. Dropping it down into that squat. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. On my last one. So again, in my plie, core pulled in. Drop into those legs, and then get that lift up. Lovely, good. And give me that reach. So dropping it down, up and reach. That squeeze over the waist as I get to the side. But my core pulled in, that long length. There. Working that core. Good work, well done. And you have finished that circuit. Lovely. I'm going to take a little drink of water again. I'm ready for my next 8 minutes. On my 8 minutes, I'm just going to use my own body weight, and I'm coming off the floor, walking through one leg. So again, I have to place it, kneeling down, coming to standing up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on the floor and do me a tricep kickback and a bicep curl with those lighter weights. Our first one is just my body weight, core pulled in, coming from kneeling to standing, and use the same leg each time, all the way through. Push it up. Lovely, good. A basic skill, getting yourself off the floor. Lovely, good. So we're low there, so really have to work that thigh to come up. Keep my core pulled in and my shoulders back and down. So remember which leg you've done. Up. Lovely, good. How are you feeling? Get that push. Lovely, good. Drop. Three, two, one. I'm going to stay here. Lovely. Let's do this standing or kneeling. So again, I have to kneel forward so my bottom's out. This is on my lower back there, and it kicks out. And kicks out. And then what I do is I get one kick out on my tricep, one bicep curling under my chin, and then out again. So it's one then the other. Lovely, good. I've gone with the same arm with the leg that got me off the floor. Good. So again, just easier to remember where you were, where you've been, what you've done, how it felt when you were there. Lovely, good. Give me that lift. Good, so I'm leaning forward, so I know my elbow is the same height as my shoulder. And what I'm trying to do when I get out is not change the angle of my wrist. That's it, lovely. Single figures now. Get ready to stand up with the other leg, using your own body weight. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. So, I know it's my other leg. Get me up off the floor. Shoulders back and down. Core definitely pulled in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're up. Lovely, good. And then go back down. So if you can, really feel that you've got your core under control here. Otherwise, it ends up like a little bit of a throw and then a back down. So really try and keep your core under control there. The zip and hollow is on. The belly button is pulled into your spine. Lovely, good. Your rib cage is down and in. So I'm not changing the angle of my back to get me up. It's all about my thighs on this one. Get that lift and down. Lovely, you've got 15 seconds left. Give me that stand. Push up, nice and strong. Lovely, good. There. And well done. Lovely, good. The tricep kickback, I'm on the other side, so I'm just going to show you where I'm going. Bottom back, core pulled in, this on my back, so again, tricep kickback. Then I'm going to do the bicep curl underneath my chin, tricep kickback. So one of each, but I'm keeping really nice and even the whole time. Get me that lift, get me that kick out. Try not to change your wrist at the end. Really remember your zip and hollow is on. Up. Kicking it out. Lovely, good. And kick out. Core pulled in. Lovely, good. How's what we're doing? Up. And out. Lovely, good. And back to my original leg, getting me up off the floor. Okay, up and lift, down and down. Good, give me that squeeze. Off the floor each time. Lovely, onto the floor, bottom goes back, core stays pulled in. Those two weights, one on my lower back, the tricep kickback, my other one long, tricep kickback underneath your chin. Kick back. Lovely, good. Keep on thinking about your core on this as well. Enables me to keep that position with my back nice and straight, long the whole time. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. Standing up with my other leg. Lovely, good. Up, up, down, down. So we're in the last 2 minutes of this circuit. You're doing good, well done. Up, up, down, down. So again, a little bit more aerobic on this one because you are using all those large groups of muscles to get yourself off the floor. Lovely, good. And up and down. Planting that foot, getting up, getting it down. Push. 3, 2, 1. I'm coming down. I'm just going to change it around so you can see my tricep working. Lovely, good. Back, core pulled in, on your lower back, get it to kick out, and then it brings it back in there. I don't do any swinging, so don't go there and then swing it forward. Keep it under control. Core helping you. Lovely, good. Get me that reach. How are we doing? Core pulled in. Remember, I'm leaning forward, but I'm protecting my lower back by keeping that zip and hollow on. And good work, well done. Oops. And we are done. Good work. Okay, I'm moving on, this time onto the floor, and I'm going to take the weights with me. Still using my core, but also using my oblique abs. I'm going to use my heavier weights because it is on my legs there. It's going to be weight in between your knees. Now we're going down to a 6-minute circuit, so we're going to do it 3 times. So it's still a 50-10. It's just a 6 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Here, knees over my hips. So they're going to come out to the side. So imagine a capital B. That's the B there. Long and in. Okay, so it's dropping out to the side, then coming in. Okay, are we ready to go? Hands just out to the side, my rib cage down and in. I drop it out to the side, make sure you've got your zip and hollow on because your back is off the floor. And then out and in. Lovely, good. So I'm still working on that 50-10. Now don't feel that you're going down the mat. If you feel that you're being dragged down the mat, it's because you've got your back arching a little ways. Then your bottom moves down, drags your top half with you. So really keep it under control. Both shoulders stay on the floor here and you curl it in. Lovely, good. Okay, I'm coming up straight up through the middle. If you feel you cannot do a proper sit-up all the way, then what you can do is just do me a sit-up with your hands behind your head. Otherwise I'm going to come sit up, nice and tall, give me that lift, then I go down. Lovely, good. Now, when I go back down, I don't have my head hitting the floor. Roll through your spine, put your shoulders on the floor, and then roll back up off of those shoulders. Roll. Come up nice and tall, think about posture, and then we're rolling down. Good, how are we doing? Give me that reach, lovely, good, and that roll back down. Lovely, good. I'm back to my capital B, so I've picked up that heavier weight here between my knees with my inner thigh having to work a little bit, out at the side, and then I go over, and then I tuck it in. Lovely, good. Just be aware that when your knees drop out, both shoulders are still on the floor, then it's your opposite oblique. If your knees drop out to your right, it's your left oblique that's bringing it up. And all the time, your core is helping you to stay stable. Lovely, out, and squeeze back in. Really feel those obliques, bringing it up and in, and then you know you've gone out far enough. Think about your lower back though. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. I'm picking up my doubles. My legs have gone out just a little bit further. My head is off the floor because I know I don't want my head to go back on the floor. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All the way up. Give me that lift at the top. Now lovely, so remember, as I said, you feel you can't go all the way up, you can't get that roll. You're better off doing the sit up, just using those long abs, rib cage down and in. Lovely, when I sit up, really feel you're sitting on those bottom bones, there, then you get that lift. Well done. Last 2 on this circuit. Weight in between my legs, hands out at the side, it's a drop, then it comes back in. So it's a straight drop out to the side there, and then curl it back into your chest. Lovely, good. Rolling it down, back in, and up. Good work, well done. The last one, rolling up, sitting up, right in your bottom bones, or just doing this sit up. Feet just a little bit wider, head comes up. Okay, come all the way up. Nice and tall, then you roll back down. Come up. Give me that roll. and that lift. Reaching it up, and every time you're up there, sitting on those bottom bones with that straight back, feel your rib cage stays down in as you drop down. Last few seconds. Up and down. And well done. That is it. Good. Okay, lovely. I'm on to my next circuit, my penultimate circuit, and this time it is going to be 45 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So we're just moving that down a little bit. That's it, lovely, good. So we've got 45, 10. But I'm going to go back to my 8 circuits. Now my first one is going to be sitting back on my lower back there, getting that lift and that lower. Or you can do it here, getting that squeeze. So you can really get that squeeze over. Over and body weight. Here we go. Squeeze it for me. Squeeze. Lovely, good. Squeeze it. You're sitting back on those hips. Lovely, good. And just touching the outside of that trainer there. 20 seconds left. I can really feel it on my obliques here. Squeezing and getting that in. You can go longer if you like. You'll still get a squeeze on both. Just a little bit more work done on your zip and hollow, but you get a little bit more of a squeeze if you keep your knees slightly bent and you can get them in. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm lying back on the floor. Opposite side to the side that I went up on. I get my lift. And then I'm coming up and over with my elbow to my knee. I'm going to go 4 times through on this side, 4 times through on the other side before we have our last circuit. Now the elbows coming up, but it's just coming up with the shoulder. Remember, do not let it lead that. Give me that squeeze up with that shoulder over on my oblique, my opposite oblique now, before I go back to my oblique to get that lift. Knees coming in. Lovely, good. And good work, well done. So back on your elbow, elbow directly underneath your shoulder, back on your hips, and then I'm going to bring those knees in and give me that squeeze. That's it, lovely, good, squeeze. So the squeeze really over those obliques on that top part, squeezing it in. Lovely, good. Just touching where your little toe would be on your trainer. My core helping those legs go out, go in. Lovely, give me that squeeze. Yes, again, I'm just trying to stay out of that shoulder. Don't let yourself fall into that hammock shape. Keep it good and strong. Lovely, 3, 2, 1. I'm back. Same leg that went over before. Head up, hand behind your head, elbow out, other arm just out of the way. And I'm squeezing on my other oblique now, which is going to be the oblique that I'm going to use on my 5th time. In this one, this is my 4th part of the circuit. Remember, we're on the penultimate circuit now. Lovely, good. So we can really try hard to get that up and across. Give me that squeeze. If you've got your fingers on your obliques there, you'll really feel them tightening up to get you over. Make sure it's not your elbow you're just bringing over and not really getting your shoulder off the floor. That's about the shoulder off the floor and the elbow just comes with it. Lovely, good. Give me that squeeze. Almost at the end of this side now. Give me a squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. A quick little scoot around to the other side. And I'm on the elbow, under my shoulder, back on my hip here, and I squeeze it in, it goes out. In and out. Lovely, good. This Squeeze it in, just touching down on that toe, if you can, outside the toe. Lovely, good. So my core is working for me the whole time. Lovely, good. And my obliques are working for me to get me those knees in and up. And then, so a little added extra there. Lovely, good. Into single figures now. Good work, well done. Onto your back. My other leg, up and over. Here's that bottom leg. Okay, ready? And elbow. Up and give me that squeeze. Now keep tension on those long abs too. Your zip and hollow can be on, because it's always good to keep it in good practice, but my hips are stuck on the floor anyway. Lovely, good. So it comes up and across. Give me that squeeze. Don't let that elbow go across your face. Give me that squeeze. Lovely, good. We're doing great. We're nearly through that penultimate circuit. And good work, well done. Now we're going to sit. Slightly turn back with my hips, up and out of my shoulder. Come in. As I go out, I have to really think about my zip and hollow because my back is still off the floor. And then my obliques, really to get those knees in and get the arm down. So you can really feel that squeeze over the top of the obliques. This is a really good exercise for those obliques right across the waist. Lovely, good. You used them earlier in your plie with the tip to the side. Good. Just about to finish our penultimate, so work it through. And good work, well done. Are we ready for our last circuit? I'm going to use my arms on this as well, but my core is going to help me. It's going to be a tricep drop. I'm going to use the two lighter weights because they are heavier than my one bigger weight. Here, my elbows close together, drop to your forehead and lift it up without your shoulders coming off the floor. Lovely, good. Are we ready to go? You're back on your back. Now my knees, just up tabletop. Drop it to your forehead, get it all the way up. Now once you've got the arms under control, you can think about dropping your leg out as that tricep comes down. Lovely, good. So really think you've got it under control. If you feel that that takes too much tension away from your arms and your core, forget it, just leave it on tabletop. Lovely, good. And lift. As with all triceps, it's about that straightening off. Lovely, good. And good work, well done. Next one, a reverse curl in. My knees are up. As I come out in my fly, here we go, my knees come in. Then back up into your fly. Lovely, good. So we've got those long levers, out and back. I'm not opening up at the knee, so try not to do this where you just lift up that lower part of your leg. You'll be getting those knees up there with momentum. I want you to really squeeze them in. Think about your long abs. Think about those shoulder blades being on the floor even when you finish. That fly squeeze there. Up and back out. Good work, well done. My shoulders drop down onto the floor. I know where they're going to be. Up tabletop with the feet and drop and lift. Lovely, good. Then if you want to, remember you can just bring a leg out. You can do a half leg in that I'm not opening up behind my knee. If you feel you want that little bit of extra challenge, if you want more of a challenge, it'll go out and down, it'll go flatter. Lovely, good. So my core really has to work to keep me in that good position there. Good, shoulders back and down. Lovely, good. So this is a long session. That's where all the work is. Those repetitions, 50 seconds, 45 seconds. It's a good chunk of work. Lovely, good. Okay, my fly with that reverse curl in. So I brought my knees up. Arms are long. As my arms go out and hold that fly, in come the knees. And then the end of that fly is that push up. That's it, lovely, good. So again, my pecs are working for me. I can feel that, again, get that squeeze in. My obliques are working, sorry, my abs are working for me, not my obliques on this one. They've worked a lot today already. Core pulled in the whole time. Lovely, good. This brings us halfway through this last circuit. So make each one a good one. You don't have to go for quantity on these because the tension is built up with that 45 seconds of work. Okay, good work, well done. Up, shoulders back on the floor, elbows fairly close together, so my pecs are working for me on this as well. I get my arms going. Think about that tricep. Lovely, good. So again, if you want that extra challenge, we add a leg going out. Good work. Lovely. And up the whole way. Pushing it through with those arms, but not letting those shoulders come off the floor. Get me that lift, that straight elbow each time. Last few seconds, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Then I bring my knees up, ready for that reverse curl in. My arms up, my shoulders are on the floor. My arms go down, my knees come in, then I come back up. Lovely, good. Out and down, curl back in. Yeah, we're keeping that under control the whole time. One more of each, and then we have finished this session. Well done, so keep it strong. Think about that getting fitter, getting stronger all the time. Using those pecs to get those arms up there, out, control it, bring those knees in, and well done. Lovely, good. Are we ready for our last one of each? You've been doing great. You've managed to keep up about 50 seconds and the 45. I'm dropping that to my forehead and keeping my shoulder blades on the floor. So get the arms going, because that's important to keep that good positioning each time, that good form. And then if you want that extra challenge, you can add a leg. Lovely, drop and lift. Last time we'll be doing this one, this session. Make each one a good one. Well done. Lovely, good. Then my last one of this session, the fly with the reverse curl in. My knees are ready to go. Curl it in as the arms go down. Then the arms come back up, my knees stay over my hips. Lovely, so I've got my arms down, they're wide, I feel that space with my knees. I do not let the bottom of my leg lift up. Think about those long abs. They're working hard for you, getting that coccyx off the floor. That's it, lovely. Keep it going. Open it out and in. And keep that going for me. Good. Give me that last little bit of squeeze. Good. We've got the last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. And good work. Well done. And you have finished that, what is a tough session. Good work. Well done. So lie back down for me. And then just give me a full body stretch out, please. So just a lying back down, full body stretch out. Oh, feels good. I'm opening up. So this time my rib cage is up and out, arms above my head, gap underneath my waist there, because I'm getting that reach up and out. Toes pointing down, fingers pointing up. It feels great to be this tall, this long, without having to support my own weight. I can just get that big stretch. My zip and hollow goes on, so my arms start to change. They start to come up, so do the tops of my legs. Put one leg up, the other leg up. I'm pushing down towards the floor and feel you get really long in the neck at the same time. Pushing down. Lovely. Bring one knee up, let the leg go straight, and then slowly pulling that hamstring stretch in. Lovely, good. If it feels like you can come a little bit further, do, but keep the hips on the floor. Lovely, it comes down over my other leg. Glute stretch position. I'm dropping it out to the side. I'm keeping my shoulders on the floor. I walk that foot up so it comes nearer and nearer me, and then I can also pull it in with that opposite arm. So again, it's about that crossed over leg being very close to your chest here. Yes, you really feel you get that glute stretch out. Lovely, good. Coming up, take that leg off, other leg comes up, hamstring stretch. And again, just some deep breaths there. If you feel it, can come just a little bit further towards you. That's it, I'm just pulling it in. Getting the most I can out of that stretch. Goes over. And this time, again, both shoulders on the floor. It's on the opposite side. I walk up with that weight, and then whilst it's there, I just bring that in. So again, that crossed over. Lovely, good. I'm just going to relax that off. Leg comes up, I hold on to it, I look at it, it comes down, I come over to my front. I'm in that cat-cow stretch, so I'm just on all fours here, and I'm going to do the cat first, the zip and the tip, it comes up, arch your back, and then put your head under, then you come back to look at the floor, collapse between the shoulder blades, it goes back and out, I drop my lower back, and my weight goes back slightly, so I have to soften my elbows to do it. I'm going to do that cat-cow again, up, really feel you get that stretch between the shoulder blades, then coming down, and lovely, good. Back into the middle, I'm going to do a hurdle stretch forward. So on my hurdle stretch forward, make sure that it is quite a nice stretch forward. So don't stay up here where there's almost nowhere to go. You're really going to drop into that. So remember that knee is behind the hip the whole time. Lovely, good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little turn here. So I've put my opposite hand onto that leg and I've turned, I've dropped my shoulder, and if you can, think about looking for that foot behind you. So again, I'm getting a little twist, it just extends my hip flexor stretch for me. Good work, well done. Coming up, I'll go the other way. I take that lunge forward into that runner stretch, dropping it down, thinking about keeping my zip and hollow on, knees well behind me, out with the other arm, drop down with that shoulder, look behind you, give me that twist. Lovely, good. So again, you're feeling it right down the front of that other thigh, and it just works the hip flexor just a little bit more here for me. Lovely, good. Bring it back into the centre again. So I'm just going to put onto both knees here. Now I'm coming up into that downward dog position. You can have, remember, your feet out slightly wider than your hips if you want to. If you feel stiff on those calves and on the backs of your legs, it enables you to do that just a little bit better, that stretch. And then I'm pushing with my palms through the floor and getting an upper back stretch at the same time, which feels good. Remember all those shoulders, all those shoulder lifts you used before, and not letting your shoulders roll forward. Your upper back was working hard for you. So I'm just pushing my weight back over my heels each time, pushing my palms down into the floor. Lovely, good. So again, I'm going to walk my hands back, bend your knees slightly, and then unroll and coming up. As we get to the top, I'm just going to roll those shoulders around. Really feel that you open out the chest. And then I'm going to put those hands on my lower back, still in a strong position. And I'm just going to try and squeeze those shoulder blades together, squeeze those elbows together. Lovely, good. Then I'm standing up, interlock your fingers. And feel you get that roll, so just like concaving yourself through and putting your hands through your arms. So really feel it on your lower back. Again, you've got that nice stretch out. Lovely, good. And then you come in. I'm going to take a step forward, a step back, just pushing into that heel, and remember, just softening that front knee. So it does feel like you're going forward, but you're keeping your heel on the floor. That calf has to stretch further and further for you. So same arm to leg. I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to do me a tricep stretch at the same time. Lovely, good. I'm going to slowly change it over. Push that heel into the floor first. Soften that front leg so you feel that you are moving forwards, but you're getting that stretch in that calf. So really concentrate on that calf stretch first. Then with your abs pulled in, you're not leaning back on this. Lift up that same arm to leg to get that tricep stretch. Lovely, good. Feels good on that tricep. Feels good in that lower part of my leg. From my heel to my calf, to my knee, back of my knee, through that calf. Lovely, good. Then coming up, interlocking the fingers. I'm reaching up. Now really keep your zip and hollow on, because I'm going to come forward. And again, nice straight back until I feel I have to roll it over to get down. And then push. And again, get that stretch between the shoulder blades. Pushing down those crossed over hands. Okay, bending the knees, coming up, all the way up, then coming down in front of you, taking that deep breath in, and then pushing down, giving me that little shake out. Very well done today. That was a long session, that 50-10, then the 45-10s, and those repetitions. So really good work. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed thinking about it and teaching it to you too. So I hope to see you again next time. Okay, bye-bye for now.